And the defending champions then, Gujarat Titans. Are we going to see Hardik Pandya make it 2 titles in a row? It's one of the hardest things to do in this tournament's history, win back-to-back titles. No one had the expectation, it's fair to say. Very few had the expectation, fair to say, Sanjay. Now it's there. Can they pull it off? And will we see Hardik Pandya have the same impact, batting high up the order, bowling 4 overs regularly, given what he entered the tournament with last year, versus where he stands in international cricket this year?
See, there's no guarantee just because you've played so well, become the champion one season, that you're going to replicate that performance. IPL has a very strange way of throwing up, champions every season. But they've got a street smart captain in Hardik Pandya, somebody who enjoys the stage, somebody who's not going to get too carried away with the success of last season. The coach as well, Ashish Nehra, even when they won, he knew exactly how they won, and he knows what kind of surprises IPL will throw. So this is not a team that's going to get carried away. Hardik Pandya, the player, I see him, none of his skills have diminished. If at all his bowling has become better, the way he's bowled for India. Batting still intact. He hasn't got the big scores for India, but in IPL, you'll get to see him play a more defining role. Captaincy will be interesting, whether he lets it get to him too much. Last season there was nothing to lose, nobody expected anything. So that is something we'll wait and see. But as an individual, I don't see him as a guy who's going to feel the burden of expectation.
Tom?
Yeah, look, he's an absolute superstar. It's great to see him fit, and if he's fit throughout the whole tournament, expect him to, bat 4 and bowl 4 overs, because he is such a valuable player. You'd have to rate him as one of the most valuable all-rounders in the world in this format, without question. His captaincy really intrigued me last year. I really enjoyed watching him go about his business. I thought he was great the way he managed his playing 11. One thing we need to take into consideration, we all felt that Gujarat was a bit of a surprise to see them, have the season they had. I think a lot of people felt that, they'd have a middling season, given, what their squad looked like. But all those little fine margins last year went their way every single time. So when there was ever a line ball situation, they seemed to find a way to get on the right side of it, and someone stepped up, whether it was a Miller or whether it was a Tawati or whether it was a Shubman Gill or whether it was Hardik Pandya himself. Ridham Saha came into the side and injected a little bit of experience and impact at the top of the order. So there's a lot of things that really kept that ball rolling and that momentum going. What's going to happen if that ball doesn't start rolling in their favour? Have they got the ability? Have they got the depth of quality to be able to turn things around? Is going to be the big question mark.
I'm just going to name one key player I thought last season that made the difference. And if he doesn't fire, it's hard to see, Gujarat Titans have the same kind of results as David Miller. At a crucial position, the kind of knocks that he played, and that was the big, I think, difference between them and the rest.
You build that up so well. I wanted to give you a few seconds for the impact of that to resonate. Thank you very much. Sanjay Manjrekar and Tom Moody. We will hear plenty from these fine, wise men as IPL 2023 comes our way.